Kiwi call for many reasons, to mark their territory or to call to their mate. These calls are also useful for us by telling us how many birds there are and where they are. They can be combined with reports of other Kiwi sign.
The good thing about looking for Kiwi is that they leave lots of distinctive little trademarks or sign behind. So we had a look at some Kiwi poos before from last night's feeding, and here these little holes in the ground are probe holes from them digging down with their beak to get the invertebrates in the soil.
Other sign you might find are some soft Kiwi feathers or distinctive three-toed footprints in soft sand or mud. It is usually best to listen for Kiwi at the beginning of their breeding season, when they are likely to call the most. This is between February and June, depending on the species. If you have heard a one-off Kiwi call, record it on the Kiwi reporting card, which is available from DOC offices or the BNZ Save the Kiwi website. If you are doing regular monitoring by visiting the same listening stations every year, or every 5 years, then any Kiwi calls should be recorded on a Kiwi call scheme form, and possibly the monitoring Excel spreadsheet, available from the same places. Regularly monitoring for Kiwi calls will give you an idea of whether the Kiwi numbers in your area are increasing or decreasing. It's best to use the same people to monitor the same site at the same time each year, and it's best to listen during the dark phase of the moon. Your sites should be up high and provide a wide view, rather than being in a valley or the bush. Listening sessions should last for 2 hours each night, beginning just after dark, and listening should happen on at least 4 still nights. You'll need to bring warm clothes, a compass, a clipboard with forms, a torch, something to sit on, and some warm drink and quiet snacks. You'll also need a watch to record the times when the calls are heard. Before heading off, be familiar with the forms, how to use a compass, and what the male and female Kiwi call sounds like. The call of the male brown Kiwi is shrill and high-pitched and repeats 15 to 25 times. The female call does not carry so far and is deep and hoarse. The great spotted Kiwi call is similar, with the male a shrill sound and the female a deeper call. There are some night calls which can be confusing for Kiwi listeners, including the pukeko, possum, moorpork, long-tailed cuckoo, and weka. Once you are ready to go monitoring, make sure you have the landowner's permission to enter his or her land, and make sure you've told someone where you are going. It is important to arrive at your spot about 30 minutes before dark, so that you can choose a good site, get set up, and visually judge distances. Gay, do you normally come out about this time of night?
Yes, it's always good to get out here, probably a good half an hour if you're coming to the site for the first time, so you got a chance to pick the best site, and that you've got a chance to judge distances, because once it's dark you've got no idea. Right, well, it's starting to get dark, so we have to get ourselves all organised, and we need our compass set up. I always also put my watch under there like that. So what you need is your compass, your watch. You fill the sheet out, it's got time, so you do Kiwi listening for 2 hours. The procedure is, when you hear a call, for instance over there, you check the time, you do your compass bearing over there, which would be 3:20, and you write down the time, 8:45, the species, so you have to be able to be familiar with the male and female call, so you write all those things down. I think it's really important to be comfortable, either chairs like this or something that you're not going to get wet on the ground because of the dew, you will get wet, and to be warm because you're out there in May, June, and it can be very cold. There you go, male.
Okay.
Record that.
Okay.
It's at 20 degrees. And I would estimate that at 200 metres. Once you've finished the sheet, you can you analyse where all the calls have come from, and if you can plot it on a map, you can basically work out from that how many numbers there are, because that pair there actually won't go far in the course of a night.
Your results will depend on the weather and other background noises. You will not hear all kiwi present, as not all kiwi call every night, and young birds do not call until they are 2 to 3 years of age. When you have your data, make sure a copy is sent to DOC's National Monitoring Coordinator. Besides listening for kiwi, more specialised monitoring methods include using radio telemetry and certified trained kiwi finding dogs. To do this work requires specialist skills and permits. Trained kiwi dogs are useful when monitoring high-density kiwi populations, as they help their handlers find the birds and gain valuable information on the age and sex ratios in the population. Monitoring is a great way to understand more about kiwi in your area. You can find out more about how to monitor kiwi from the Best Practice Manual and the BNZ Kiwi Call Count Monitoring Training Pack.